Hello guys, it's Jira Bro back with another video. This video is going to be a Jira tutorial for the QA testers. Now you recently have begun to actually work as the QA tester in your company, and your company is using Jira to actually track all of the bugs, to track all of the development tickets and everything else. So let's make this a little more simple for you. So the whole development team has its own responsibilities, right? You're actually the QA tester right there who is all testing out the things. And usually what is going to happen is you're going to be a bunch of development tickets, and hopefully you're not the only one who is the QA within your team, because you're going to be having a lot of tickets. Just kidding. But the very first thing that you actually want to know is when you get assigned to a specific ticket, right? So this right here is the board, and these are the cards that could be moved around these columns. And as you can see, these are the columns, and usually these columns are gonna cover all of the statuses. So you have like to do, then the architecture review, then the coding, testing. This is mostly your part, so this actually goes to testing right here. And then accepted, and then released. So you're there to actually make sure that there are no bugs at all. You want to eliminate all of the bugs as possible. Software bugs. Don't get confused. I'm not talking about bugs as insects. Okay. So the very first thing what you can actually do is what was assigned to you, right? And when you click on one of your avatars in here, you're going to see all of those tickets that were actually assigned to you. And you can also see for this specific situation, what is the name of the user story, because probably you're gonna be, well, not probably, 100% you're gonna be working based on the agile methodologies. Now, either it's going to be a Kanban, or is it going to be Scrum methodology? It doesn't really matter. What actually matters is that you know the terminology when it comes to the issue types, like what is an epic, what is a user story, what is a bug, and etc. So you as a QA, you will be writing out the bugs, and you will actually be testing out. So when I say writing the bugs, what actually do I mean by this? What do I actually mean by this is I can have like create a backend authentication API for the user login, right? And now I have this assigned to me. Now what I can actually do is I can be like, oh, this works, this doesn't work. So when I create a new issue, I want to select the issue type of a bug, right? So, and since this is going to be the issue type of a bug, yeah, sure, I can put this to be in a to-do, and I can say something like API doesn't give correct responses. This also depends on what kind of a testing you will be actually performing, right? So let's talk about a little bit of writing the test cases, because within your Jira you're gonna be writing your test cases out. So you can say something like introduction, and I can say something like when I give the input of, and I can say insert the data here. API response gives an error of 400, for example. So why I'm writing about these error codes, because when it comes to the API responses and everything, you're gonna have those response of 200. That actually means that everything went okay. Response of 400, most likely you heard about 404 or not found. Also, so that would be the error like from the client side, and then you would also have the errors that would have the status codes of 500, and basically this is something that is happening on the server side, which is the application itself. So it gives an error of 400 instead of 200, for example. And now what you can actually do in here, so you can type data used, and you can go and be like API key. This is not really my API key, because I don't want to give within my ticket for anyone else to actually see what my API key is, because that is confidential information. Alright, so API key, yeah, data used API key. Okay. And then what do I also have in here is environment that I was using. So I believe that there is something like that in here. Labels, components, no, nothing like that. Fixed versions, no. There's the environment, so I don't have to type that in here. So in the environment, I can say, for example, that I was using Chrome version 10.12, and I was using the OS of Mac OS, for example. Mac OS, and it could be like device, and I can say MacBook Pro, for example, M1. Okay, and then I could say something like, so this could be interesting for the environment, right? Because you might encounter some of the bugs if you're actually using either different browser or different devices. So if you're actually testing out the feature on laptop, or you're testing out the feature on your phone, or you're testing out the feature within your tablet, if the application is also being planned to be used on the tablets as well. So that is actually something else, and you can use the environment however you please. So you then have like expected results, return the code of 200, actual results, API returns the code of 400. Now when you're done with all of those things, then you have like steps to reproduce, and you're going 1, 2, 3, and then it goes on. So that is how you create your bugs. Then you can define the priorities here as well. If there's some kind of versions on which of these features were actually being developed. So let's say you're working in a alpha version or beta version or version 1 or version 2, it doesn't matter. So let's say I noticed this on a released version 2 of the app itself, and I want to report this bug. And I'm like, okay, I have all of this. What kind of versions are affected? Version 2 is being actually affected. And what are the linked issues? So I can say this relates to, and then I can be like, okay, so for which one does this relate to? Okay, then I have what is the parent, what is the sprint, and everything else, company. So all of these things are optional. You don't really have to use them. So this right here, this is like from the Jira line. I don't know why that even is actually here. So then you say like, okay, create, and probably you're gonna be seeing if you're working within the Scrum, and it's not gonna be appearing, right? So I'm saying like, okay, this has been added to the sprint now. There you go. So what we have in here is, well, basically no one was assigned. It actually gives it automatic assignee. This is actually pretty good when you're working as a QA, so you don't have to think like, who do you actually need to assign this to. If it's actually a small team, then you know who to whom you actually need to assign this issue to fix the bug. But as you can see, what is it in here is create a backend authentication API for user login, and I have now linked issues, and this is how my bug actually works like. Yeah, the probably the other things that you're gonna be adding in here within the steps to reproduce, it's either going to be some of the pictures, either it's going to be a short video of showing the bug itself, so the developers actually know what they need to fix and what they need to work on. But yeah, mostly that is something that you're going to be doing as QA when it comes to the Jira side. Of course, when it comes to the application side itself, depending on what kind of testing is required. I mean, no one is going to say, hey, do some regression testing of this feature, or hey, do some exploratory testing on our website or something like that. I mean, that could be done if you're actually kind of a freelancer or something like that, and someone is saying like, you know what, just test my application. You basically go through everything and find as many bugs as you can and try to just make reports about that. Okay, just write out the test cases, write everything that one test case needs to cover. So I was even encountering this, where I actually yesterday found a bug in one of the sites. You know about when you're within a website, and when you scroll down and they're saying like contact us, and they give you like these icons, whether like Instagram or I don't know, TikTok or some YouTube channel or something like that. Well, when I clicked on most of those icons except the YouTube one, all those icons were correctly linked, but the YouTube one wasn't really actually connected in a right way, because when I clicked on it, it actually it redirected me to my mail, and it filled out their contact email address. And that was filled, and then I needed to actually send the email to them. That is not something that was supposed to happen. So the expected results would be to actually link the user to that specific YouTube channel, and that was it. But the website was actually not doing that. So there you go. That is my short story that I have found. Okay, but basically, yeah, this is most things that you actually should know. Yeah, there are other things that you can see the assigned issues to me, so you can use the quick filters in here, and when you use the quick filters, it's gonna show all of the assigned issues to you, so you can actually be focused on them only, not to be looking through the whole board and to be like, oh, where am I in here? Or you can actually go to the issues themselves, and you can select on basic, you can select on the project, and you can be like the current user, which is you, and then it gives you the issues that you were assigned to. And then it actually also gives you all of the details about that specific issue, and now it even gives the linked issues, the bug that I actually have created for this developer to actually finish. Okay, so this needs to be a Lana grant. I'm just changing that, and I was actually able to do this because I'm the Jira administrator in here. I'm just showing this for the QAs. Okay. So what else? What else might actually be interesting to you? Apart from this, you shouldn't be really focused on any other things except these ones. So yeah, that is everything that you actually needed to know in order how to use Jira in more efficient way, in a more productive way, and in the most easiest way that you do not get confused when you actually need to fix those bugs. Okay, yeah, that is it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Bye.